Welcome to part 2 or second video of the day, which is dollar index and its components, and also we will be discussing about USD INR. Two things we have to note here. One is that USD INR is not part of dollar index. Still we discuss because of the interest that as an Indians we show. That's one reason. Second is that dollar index and USD-JPY moves in a particular way because it's a direct relationship. I'm not saying that both will go up. The relationship is direct, whereas dollar index and EUR-USD and GBP, Great British Pound and USD has an inverse relationship. That's one thing which you have to note and understand. With that background, let's go into the details. Dollar index, more or less everything remained flat. Dollar index flat at 104.071, EUR-USD 1.0835, it also flat. GBP-USD 1.2636 flat. USD-JPY 151.61, it is also remained flat this week. USD INR also flat at 83.293. Overall in this year, dollar index is up 3%, while EUR-USD is down 1.8%, which means euro is gaining strength against dollar. Euro has lost 1.8% against dollar. GBP-USD 0.8% down. GBP has lost 0.8% against USD. USD-JPY up 7.5%, which means USD has moved 7.5% against JPY. USD INR more or less flat. So last week, so what happens in this week? Last week, if you recollect, it was in a good up move. Dollar index was in an up move the previous 2 weeks, and last week it formed a doji. This week it formed a doji, but it is not able to break past the 100-week simple moving average, which is acting as a resistance. The USD-JPY is also the same relationship. It also formed a doji in the weekly chart, but it is on a good strong wicket. So when it has formed doji, obviously the EUR-USD and GBP-USD both formed a kind of a candle, a doji kind of a candle. The EUR-USD formed a solid bullish engulf type candle because it went down significantly. Now it has formed a engulf candle near the Bollinger lower band and the key support level at 100-week simple moving average. There the 100-week is acting as a resistance. Here it is acting as a support. The GBP-USD, the same story, but it formed a doji in this week. In the monthly chart, last month if you recollect, last 2 months dollar index had moved up significantly, and last month it formed a spinning top with a long lower leg. I wouldn't call it as a hammer because hammer normally happens at the lower end, and it is not a hanging man also. It formed a doji with a long leg, but normally it is the up move is slightly impacted because of such a candle that it has formed, which is why in this month meaning that is April, in the 5 trading sessions, it has formed a doji. Because it has formed a doji, USD-JPY has also formed a doji, but it is on a strong wicket. It is on a very strong wicket. It is on a bullish, it is under the control of bulls. EUR-USD, on the other hand, it went down the last 2 weeks. Last 2 months it formed a doji. This month, till now, that is this month April, it has formed a small but solid green candle, while GBP has formed spinning top or a hammer or a hanging man or a doji, more of a doji. Last month it formed a long doji with a long upper wick. This month it followed up with a small doji till now. USD, on the daily chart, dollar index, if you recollect, it had gone up significantly, and last 3 days it has come down, but the selling was arrested on Friday. But overall, if you see here, the EUR-USD and GBP-USD, from the lower levels it has formed a reversals, 2 reversals that is formed. Hence, in the short term, the EUR-USD and GBP-USD is having some strength, which will be reflecting in this month. Hence, this month also I don't expect big up move in dollar index. If at all anything happens, there can be a small fall that is coming in. As far as USD-JPY is concerned, it is on a very, very strong wicket, moving up, and it is above all levels in all time frames. USD-INR, if you recollect, last week it formed a solid green candle, closed, that is on March 24th. Last week, that is March 31st, it formed a red candle, after which, after a solid green candle on March 24th. But it is not a pure reversal. This week, it formed a spinning top with a long upper wick, which touched the Bollinger upper band. And in the monthly chart, it has formed a small, last month it formed a solid green candle, and till now in April it has formed a spinning top, small candle. If you recollect, since August 2023, I have been telling that it is moving on a very narrow range, hence a breakout is imminent, and the breakout is going to happen on the upward direction. Already one breakout happened which has propelled it past all the simple moving averages and the exponential moving averages in the daily time frame, where it was hovering below the 200-day simple moving average. It took out 200-day, 50, 100, everything it took out, and it is on a good up move. But within that up move, there is a pullback that it has happened in the last few days. But notwithstanding that, we expect USD INR to break on the upward direction, unless otherwise something we concretely see breaking down on the downward side. Thank you very much. In the third video or part 3 of the video, we'll be discussing about US 10-year Treasury yield, Brent and NYMEX. Thank you.